We are rolling.
Hello, dream children. Welcome to another episode of Popcorn on the Macabre. This is Dick. I'm sitting here with the Chatterer,
Hello, hello, hello.
and I may be wrong about this, but Chad is drunk and high.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Am
good.
I right about that?
I'm feeling good. These movies have been, I've been wanting to experience these movies. I'm having a fun night out.
Yeah, that's good. That's
You
good.
know,
I'm glad you're having a good time.
well, I'm going to need it because the movie we're about to watch, I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know, we're about to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 5, The Dream Child. And I hope you're having a good time because this
Let's see if it.
this
Let's see
movie's
if
going
it
to give you
affects.
nightmares.
Well, let's see if it affects how I changes my initial feelings.
Yeah, this movie's going to give you nightmares, and not because it's about nightmares, but it's because this movie sucks so bad for you, right?
Well, I'll say Freddy scared me throughout my childhood, all the way up. I hate to admit it, up even to Freddy's Dead. Like I was old when that came out on VHS.
Yeah.
But he still scared me. Freddy, dreams were crazy, you know, for me.
Yeah, Freddy got my imagination going. You know,
I thought I could die in my dreams because of him.
Yeah, so he genuinely scared you.
Yeah, I mean, I suffocated once because I was dreaming about drowning. And when I woke up, I was actually suffocating myself in a pillow, so I could die in dreams. This
So
shit's
you blame
real.
Freddy for that shit? For
Yeah, dude.
For your own
I'm
psychosis?
dude, I'm pretty sure he was over on the other side of the pool watching me drown. I just didn't take it in because
So you saw Freddy in the dream, or did
maybe I'm pretty sure he had to be
you just
there.
blame it on Freddy?
I'm pretty sure he was over there, but just it happened so fast, you know, I wouldn't have been able to focus on him and go, "Oh, there he is."
Yeah,
But he's just, you know, sipping a Mai Tai and shit while I'm drowning.
that's what he does. That's what he does, man. He just taunts people. Freddy just sits back and fucks with people. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He you know, there's been a few times where he uses the glove. You know, he'll poke you in the gut with the glove, but most of the time he's just like fucking with people, like their fears, all their neuroses and shit.
He knows what gets you.
It's scary to me, but when I was a kid, I know I've said this before, but Jason scared me, Leatherface scared me, Hannibal Lecter scared me, but I can't say that Freddy's
Freddy's a supernatural.
yeah, and in the first one he scared me just because Wes Craven directed that shit like spectacularly, but this one, yeah, as Freddy evolved, he became funner, and I was part of the whole Freddy, you know, fanboy club. You know, he didn't scare me. I just anytime I watched the movies, I had fun. You know, he was just had that MTV persona. You know, but anyway, so Chad just took a hit, and so that means that we need to start the movie.
Yeah, please hurry.
Yeah,
I'm tired of looking. I'm really afraid how I'm going to be during this movie.
I think you're gonna dig it.
I don't know.
I think you're gonna just fall right into the nightmare.
No, I really I've had a hatred for this movie for a long time.
Well, I think you'll like it a lot better this time.
I like Freddy's Dead better.
You need. Oh no! Don't say that.
I like Freddy's Dead's better.
Don't say
Freddy
that.
Bed Dead's.
Don't say that. You know Freddy's Dead sucked giant balls. Giant
man.
balls, man.
Come on, dude. Look at the characters it had in there.
I'm not saying Freddy's Dead is a horrible movie, but I will say that it's probably the worst one.
No.
With the exception of the remake.
Well, I will say Freddy's Dead at the it also is the one where they end by like sticking the pipe bombs in him.
Yeah.
That really gets lame.
The dream.
But all before
worms.
then, everything up to there was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
Yeah. Let's start this.
Get this bitch
motherfucker.
going.
Yeah, we're on the scenes selection menu right here.
Why
Just to let you guys know, this is the best I have. This is like the Blu-ray of Nightmare 5, and it comes as a double feature with Part 4, and you know it's the best we have. I'm waiting on an awesome collection of these on Blu-ray, but
Is this not your box set? Your Freddy box set version?
It's not a box set. It's just more like a collection where they're all the discs are sandwiched together and
Right, to make the Freddy thing. It's the thing we have, right?
it's not the DVD collection from New Line. It's
man, that's the best one.
But it's Blu-ray, So just to let you guys know, yeah. Oh, and this also isn't the uncut version either, because I believe the uncensored version you can get on VHS. So there's
wait. Uncensored version?
Yeah, on the uncensored version on the VHS, you can actually some scenes go on longer, like Dan's motorcycle shit.
Oh, is this the one with the guy on the motorcycle? That was scary.
Yeah, and that scene goes on for quite a bit longer in the VHS version, but in this one, it's a little cut.
Well, I'm ready to get to it. Are you?
Freddy fucking cut it in the cutting room. But anyway, I'm on. I'm on the scene selection menu right now, and I'm going to start this motherfucking commentary in 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, New Line Cinema. I miss New Line Cinema. I really do, man. The house that Freddy built. You alright?
Yeah.
Ooh. Chad just took a nightmarish hit, folks.
I'm not going to remember this tomorrow.
Well, good thing we're recording it.
Pardon me. There.
Ooh.
I dare you.
No, sir.
No, sir?
I'm medicated enough right now.
All right, so Nightmare on Elm Street.
Part 5, The Dream Child.
Why The Dream Child?
Well, I think at this point they may have been running short of ideas. Here we are with a nice blue sex scene. But I think they were running out of ideas. Interesting story. Sarah Risher, who was an executive producer at New Line, she had come up with an idea for Nightmare 5 or Nightmare 3. She pitched to Nightmare 3 that Freddy should have a baby. And the executives were like, no, we ain't gonna do that shit. But lo and behold, here we are. Man. And so turns out she was ahead of her time with her ideas.
Now, did you see this in the theater?
No, I didn't see this. I didn't see this one in the theater. I saw Freddy's Dead in the theater, but when this one came out on VHS, I remember renting it as a new release. So
okay,
I could have seen it in the theater, but at the time my mom wasn't letting me see this shit. So
I can't remember when I saw this, but my first memory of this is that motorcycle scene.
Is that an ass? This looks like the Top Gun love scene.
Top Gun? You mean like Hot Shots Part 2?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like, that Take My Breath Away shit. But production was designed by C.J. Strawn, rest in peace. I believe C.J. Strawn is dead now.
Who shot this?
Director of photography. I'd have to see the name. I don't even know if it's popped up yet. It may have already passed. We might have to look that one up.
Oh,
Now, this is interesting, though. The writer, screenplay by Leslie Boehm. Leslie Boehm was the writer for The Horror Show. Do you remember that movie called The Horror Show? It had Lance Henriksen in it. And Brian James, and it was about Meat Cleaver Max. But it's really good. I think we've watched it together before, but it was called The Horror Show. Leslie Boehm wrote that movie, and also fucking Dante's Peak.
Now, does Peter Levy sound familiar as the director of photography for this?
That name sounds familiar, but I don't know what he might have done. You might have to help me out with that one.
I don't know. It was just, I think, who I found here.
Oh, here goes Lisa Wilcox stripping down for us. Actually, I don't think this was her, though. This was, I believe, a body double. Like, if there happens to be like a little boob slippage or nippage slippage, it's a body double.
Yeah, that's how they pulled that off.
What else were you looking up? Peter Levy?
Yeah, I think that he's the cinematographer of this.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's done, but
yeah, I was trying to figure out his name if you knew anything. It didn't seem like he went anywhere.
All I know is Eugene Levy, sir.
Eugene Levy.
Yeah. Now, the writers, we saw, I think, talking about the screenwriters of this movie, John Skipp and Craig Spector, I believe, were the other two writers.
Yeah.
And they had to fight for credit, I think, because I think the WGA, fought to keep their names on this movie, because the script that they initially proposed is not the one that we're seeing. Apparently, nothing else that they wrote ended up in the final cut of this movie. And there are two other writers, David Scow, I think, who wrote The Crow.
Yeah.
His name's not on the movie. And Mike DeLuca was another writer whose name's not on the movie. So there's like two fucking writers who didn't get credit for this movie. And Mike DeLuca was a fucking writer for In the Mouth of Madness, which is another good horror.
That
like kind of nightmarish,
I like that.
He also wrote Judge Dredd.
Man, how scared would you be right now if that shit had happened to you?
Oh, dude, I'd be fucking terrified. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I would be like in this man bod, just like walking down there, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude, if that was me, okay, look, see how she is in her birthday suit? If that was me, my fat would be hanging out, dude.
Like, it would be the most uncomfortable, like, what's going on?
I couldn't handle it, dude. And not because I'm afraid of Freddy or nuns or...
But does that mean we're going to get impregnated by Freddy while we walk down this?
Well, I hope not.
But is that where she's headed, right?
Yeah, well, this is the whole, like, son of 100 maniacs thing.
Maniacs, yeah.
So, yeah, she's about to get impregnated by 100 maniacs. But I'd be all self-conscious of my body, dude, because I've got, like, this gelatinous gut and these fucking man titties that are starting to hang over my side. And, dude, I could not be naked like that.
See, man, I just wasn't into this.
Was it too much backstory for you?
I don't really give a shit about it. And why have a baby? Freddy, go fucking fuck these kids up. Have fun.
It has to do with him being able to be reborn somehow. You know what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know. But
we already knew this. Didn't we know this prior to that he was like a son of 1,000 maniacs?
Yeah, son of 100 maniacs.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know what I mean.
Yeah. But... What was it? Yeah. Okay, so part three actually... Ooh, there goes Bob England.
Yeah.
Cameo by Bob England, folks. So, okay, Nightmare 3. You're talking about that exposition?
Yeah, okay.
Nightmare 3, remember they talked about the... See, I thought Nightmare 3 did a better job of explaining the son of 100 maniacs thing.
Yeah.
And I'll agree that they kind of recap it too much in this one.
Yeah.
It's like, we kind of already know that, but... I understand that they're just trying to elaborate a little more on it. I mean, I'm with you, though. It never really bothered me. But
right.
I see what you're saying. It's like you just want to get to the fun stuff. Like the nightmares,
right.
Freddy hacking up folks. I read you.
Dude, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm just flapping my gums over here, man. No big deal.
Oh no, my heart's going.
Don't
It's just like getting chased by Freddy.
Don't worry about me. I'm just dropping science and answering your question. So let's blow this pup stand.
Who's he?
That's Danny Hassel or Danny Hassel. I think that's Danny Hassel.
Okay,
but he remember he played her boyfriend Dan in part 4.
Okay, of the girls, who's your favorite?
I like Erica Anderson.
Which one is she?
Erica Anderson plays Greta.
Point her out.
She's
for
the hottest for me.
That one, or no? That's Lisa Wilcox, isn't it?
The one who looks like the nun there.
Oh, right there. That's your okay.
Yeah. Um, but I like Alice, Alice too. Alice is pretty banging. You know, Lisa Wilcox.
Yeah, yeah.
Kelly Minter looks good too, though. They all look good, but I would have to choose Greta.
Dude, I just want to thump that dude in the face
I
with
know.
my thumb.
Well, dude, he's like 30 years old. You know, I looked that dude up. He was born in 1960. This movie was made in 89. He's 29 years old playing a fucking high school dude.
Dude, I just wanted to take my thumb and just thump his face.
What do you not like about him? His blonde hair?
I don't know.
He is kind of a dipshit.
Yeah, dude, he just doesn't. I'm calling bad casting. He doesn't fit to go with those chicks.
No, dude, he's 30 years old. Gnash my teeth for the paparazzi. You recognize Kelly Jo Minter there?
Which one?
The black girl. She was in summer school. Remember summer school?
Is that where they? Oh, it's one of my favorite movies.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, and they cut up the body, or they do the horror little skit when they come in. Oh, I love that movie.
Chainsaw and Dave.
Yeah, I love that movie.
She was in that, and she was also she played in The People Under the Stairs.
Mm-hmm.
She was in a lot of stuff in the 80s, man. Then all of a sudden, she just disappeared.
And didn't we meet her? She was really nice too, wasn't she?
Yeah, Lisa Wilcox. Yeah, real nice. And she just recently got back into acting. So kudos for her.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what she does.
Yeah. Dude, Lisa Wilcox is just... I don't think she did much before Nightmare 4 other than maybe some TV or something, but she's an underrated actress in my opinion.
Who's the dude?
That's, I done already told you.
You did?
Yeah, that's Danny Hassel there.
My bad. Spaced out. I'm a little high, a little drunk.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, that's Danny Hassel. And he's the fastest man on 3 legs. I'll just tell you that he's got the need for speed.
He's got the knees for speed.
And he's the fastest.
Is he the big guy? The guy everybody wants to be in this.
Yeah, he's the Jocko.
He's the heartthrob.
Oh yeah. He's the major league hunk.
Mm-hmm.
And here's Nicholas Malay or whatever, but he's returning from part 4, reprising his role as Alice's father. Her drunken father. Actually, I think he's a recovering alcoholic in this one.
I feel like he doesn't look so much. He looks like he's like tried to put himself together a little bit better.
Yeah. In the 4th one, dude, he was mean as shit. Remember? He was like he got mad at her because she made him a fucking salad or some shit. And he was like, he was wanting something better after a 10-hour workday.
Yeah, at least come on, make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And now he wanted some fucking steak or something.
Oh.
He was like, you call this vegetation a meal after a 10-hour workday? What the hell am I, a rabbit? Yeah, he was fucking raw in the 4th one, dude. You know who I miss though? I miss her brother, the karate dude.
Yeah.
Rick. Mm-hmm. Find your balance, Rick.
Have fun tonight.
This movie.
Okay.
This movie's about to get kind of dark. Like,
yeah, I'm waiting, man. It's been a little while. He hasn't shown himself.
Yeah, it's kind of. I didn't like this part when I was a kid because like, you went from this like, yeah,
here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, that music kicks in.
Yeah, I knew it. It was coming.
Yeah,
Dude, that was so eerie hearing that as a child.
Yeah. The jump rope song.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I love it. I quote it to my kids now. Like,
Does it scare them?
I don't know, but I hope to teach them it. So, like, they know that. Like, I pass
You
that
got
on.
to teach it to them, man. Raise them well. Raise them right. Teach them
I
the
mean,
Freddy song.
We watched a whole marathon of this when it came on TV once.
Yeah. Did you watch all of them? Like,
They watched all of them. Lyric was like 5 years old and watched one all the way through.
He didn't
probably Freddy's Dead.
He didn't watch that remake, did he?
No. He went the real.
Okay.
1 to like Freddy's Dead. You know, the original. Yeah. Right, because it ended with Freddy's Dead, right?
Yeah. Don't.
Oh, and then he's seen Freddy versus Jason.
Okay, did he watch New Nightmare? Because that's part of it too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has. Yeah.
Yeah, I consider.
I know he has.
I can as meta as Part 7 is. I still consider it part of the series, even though it's outside of this realm that we're in right now.
But my son's, I'm a Freddy person. My son's a Jason person. He loves Jason.
Yeah, he's pretty obsessed with Jason today.
Yeah, played the video game and everything. You know, it's.
Yeah. But do you think if you got him interested in a Freddy video game that he might start digging on?
Yeah,
Freddy?
but it would be great if they would put one out.
Yeah. Freddy hadn't been getting any love here.
No,
lately.
they just put him on a Mortal Kombat game, and it was just about it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did do that.
So what's happening right here is like she's like hearing shit in this place.
Yeah, she's fucking hallucinating again, and
that was what was crazy about these movies is like when they shift from like dream.
Yeah,
they're walking and then dreaming.
Yeah, there was always kind of a smooth segue from reality to the dream world, and these movies were like my introduction to psychedelics, man. Like,
oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Put the fucking baby wine.
But see, now this moment right here, is this the stuff that you didn't really dig?
I just
like
didn't.
This backstory, or
well, right here I was like, man, I'm following along, but really later when the baby and shit at the end, I don't know. I thought maybe they could have just completely made a way better story for part 5.
Well, yeah. I mean, there were probably several ideas floating around, you know, but they made this movie actually really fast after part 4. Like, dude, this movie was shot in like 4 weeks, and it was edited. They did post-production in 4 weeks. Think about that.
And I'll say, like, at the end, if I can remember correctly, when he busts out, isn't it like a cathedral at the end and he busts out?
Yeah.
If I can remember correctly. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll see here.
Yeah.
But I think that's a cool sequence. But, man, baby.
Can you believe, though, 8 weeks turnaround for this movie?
I mean, that's pretty impressive, but dude, these dudes were on a roll because they were making these things.
They had to have been on meth and coke and constant cups of coffee. This movie was shot in 4 weeks.
Dude, it was just their version of Adderall.
Yeah, but dude, think about that. Post only took 4 weeks. The entire post-production process only took 4 weeks. That's crazy. But see, this movie, Bob Shea with New Line Cinema, he was a fucking maverick, dude. They don't pump out movies like this anymore.
Yeah, but it was also probably did they not use the same guys? They changed directors, right?
Yeah.
But you think everybody else, like the G&E crew, they all stayed the same, right?
They had a lot of the same crew members, and yeah.
But like the art direction and the directors would change.
I think
right?
the art direction and some of the effects team members, I think they were like the same crew. But the director, yeah, every Nightmare movie had a different director. But and this one was. I want to talk about the director for a second. A guy named Stephen Hopkins. If you guys don't know him, he was he went on to direct Judgment Night with Emilio Estevez. It's one of your favorite movies, man.
Judgment, well, yeah,
Judgment Night with Emilio Estevez and Cuba.
Dude, my throat is so sore right now.
Yeah,
from this bong.
I'm sorry, man. That must mean you need to take another hit.
No. See, that's kind of creepy though.
Wash it down with some more.
See,
of that
I like
beer.
this. I like this.
Yeah.
About
Dude, this movie was made from $8 million, and I think it made like $22 million at the box office. Which I don't think that's real good compared to what the other ones made.
See,
you know?
blah, blah, blah.
You don't like that, do you?
Blah, 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 blah.
The effects are pretty good, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for me. A lot of people don't like animatronics anymore. But,
well, no, I get the animatronics.
That shit would be CGI nowadays, totally.
I wouldn't like it if it was. I hate CGI like this nowadays.
Yeah.
But, like, he's crawling into the suit.
Yeah. It was a way for him to be reborn. But, and you got to think, Alice is having dreams about him. She's the one, she's having dreams about Freddy, and also she's having dreams about her own baby. You know, and it's like, pretty much if you give Freddy power by dreaming him up, it's just another way for him to be resurrected.
I get you.
I will say it's slightly more creative than the dog piss.
Okay, yes. I will find common ground on you on that one.
I mean, all he did to get resurrected in part 4 was just get peed on. And that was Kincaid that dreamt that shit up. But yeah, I think this line coming up here where he says, "It's a boy."
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only line that was kept from the original script. It's the only thing that didn't get rewritten. I'm with you though. I do like this set design.
Mm-hmm.
This church, you know, the cathedral. I love the showdown between Alice and Freddy at the end of part 4.
That's a nice shot. That is awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude.
That's a cool shot.
Yeah.
That's a creepy shot, man.
I think you're gonna walk away from this movie. I don't want to speak prematurely here, but I think you're gonna really like this movie by the time it's said and done.
No, because I think if it's how I think it ends,
yeah,
I lose it at the end.
Like during the third act, or just the
don't
finale?
They do some MC Escher shit at the end where it's like all these weird stairs and the baby's crawling?
Oh yeah. So that's what killed it for you, huh?
Yeah.
It's the dream world, man.
But Freddy is the coolest freaking
He is.
of them all.
He is. Look. I mean, you see how he just delivered that line? We'll see, bitch. We'll just see.
There's no way anybody can tell me Michael Myers is cooler than Freddy. Jason is not cooler than Freddy.
Michael Myers has no personality. That's the thing. Freddy has got like a surfer personality, dude.
But Jason somewhat has a personality, I guess, when it comes to Kane Hodder.
Yeah,
he has a presence anyway.
But that's not so much a personality as it is a persona. Because like, dude, you could make a YouTube video with all these Freddy clips that were thug life.
Yeah,
you could make a thug life video out of Freddy's one-liners and his attitude, man. Like, same with Chucky. Do you know how Chucky and Freddy kind of had?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Freddy is my number 1. But my number 2 love is the Child's Play series.
Yeah. It's because those killers had killer personalities, man.
And then I'm a real big Hellraiser.
There's another one, Pinhead. He always has something snappy to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Make for the scariest.
when you're talking about Michael Myers and Jason, they have no personality. It's just like they're
a never-ending force.
Yeah, they're almost like silhouettes. You know. I guess that's why they call Michael Myers the Shape. Yeah, Kelly Jo Minter. Supposedly she's selling handbags now.
Oh, I remember this.
You remember what?
This scene.
Oh, yeah. I remember this scene just from looking at Eric Anderson or Erica Anderson, excuse me. She went on to do a movie. I don't know what happened to her career, but she went on to do a movie called. It was actually pretty good. It was with Nicolas Cage and fucking Judge Reinhold, and it was called Zandali. And
I don't know.
Yeah, well, she was in it, and for whatever reason,
Is it worth looking up or watching?
it's worth watching. I like it. It's got fucking Nicolas Cage in it, but for some reason, and she was a model too. She was like a model for a bunch of different magazines and stuff. But for some reason, after she did that movie Zandali, her acting career just kind of fizzled out. Dude.
See, I like this whole sequence when he does the comment.
Yeah,
like, that's this cool sequence.
The Phantom Prowler. Yeah, dude. There's no way she'd be going for that dude though. You're right about that. Like, there's no way he would be able to pull Greta.
No, dude.
I'm not buying it. I don't know.
Now, what's the deal with Alice? Is she the one that gets away? Does she get away?
Did she get away from what?
Freddy?
Freddy? Barely.
So she's the one that lives, I guess. Isn't there something about that?
She's the heroine. She's our final girl, I guess you could say.
Because,
yeah, were you thinking she died?
well, no, I thought like, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'm fucking stoned.
I think you need more beer.
Oh,
Is this marijuana.
Is this where it comes up through the bottom of his seats, and then comes takes his manlyhood out?
No, there is a similar scene though in it's in part 7, Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Okay,
you remember Heather Langenkamp had that husband Chase, and the same thing kind of happened to him. But that dude was singing some REM shit. Like, you remember? He was singing like, "That's me in the corner," right before his fucking balls got stabbed.
Yeah, this is where he gets wrapped up.
Put your pedal to the metal, Dan.
Dude, when he comes in, dude, it is so amped up, man.
I know, it's like the first.
These shots are so like fast, intense.
Yeah, and there's lots of cool lighting in this movie too.
Yeah,
this is a pretty stylish flick.
There was nothing better than watching these movies as a kid.
I know.
When your imagination can run wild.
And you're also more scared of shit too.
Oh yeah,
it's like a combination of your imagination running wild plus your fears being heightened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's these movies really grabbed you by the fucking dick. I like that shot right there.
Yeah,
that phone in the foreground.
Yeah, I agree.
It kind of had a wide angle look to it. Oh yeah, now he's got no choice but to take the bike.
And guess what? Is this right here where he's like,
oh yeah, this is
dude, I
the boy's got a need for speed.
Dude, I hated this when I saw this when I was like, oh my gosh, I feel for this guy. No.
I know, and like, dude, it just, I didn't want Dan to die. I didn't think Dan was going to die this quick because, he fucking made it all the way through part 4 just to get taken out like this.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Like I used to dream of Freddy tormenting me and Chucky tormenting me in my dreams and chasing me.
You dreamt of Chucky?
Yeah, and Freddy together coming after me. So I really had to survive this because I thought if I died,
your parents didn't let you watch this shit.
I thought if I died in my dream because of Freddy was coming after me, then he would get me. So I had to survive every night when he would come for me.
Yeah. Now, how often did you dream about Freddy?
Oh, all the time.
Oh yeah, it was,
Dude, this was so screwed up. But it's an awesome sequence.
yeah, and it goes on. I'm telling you, dude, it goes on for way longer in the VHS version because I remember when I saw the DVD for the first time, I was like, man, something's not right with this scene.
Oh, that was so scary right there. I was like, oh man, he's melded with the bike.
Yeah, and you're like, he'll never be the same again. He's one with the bike now.
Whoa.
That's pretty crazy.
She knows he's gone now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And there he is.
You know, and it's like it's not just the death of Dan, it's the death of her fucking baby daddy.
Yeah.
It's upsetting. This movie's got some drama to it, man. And this dude coming out looking like Freddy.
Freddy, yeah.
Looking like Freddy from part 1.
I wonder who that was playing that.
I don't know.
I wonder if it was like some important person.
Probably some PA. Oh, that was creepy as fuck, dude. First time I saw it.
Dude, I wish they would make a new Freddy like game that played like a story like this, where he's after you and you couldn't tell when you were in dream world and real world.
Oh, like something that was kind of to where you couldn't tell.
Yeah, if you were in the real world and dream world when Freddy's coming after you and you would have to get out of it.
You know what I thought was cool about the remake is they kind of had that micro napping shit, wasn't that? I mean, I know we're not allowed to talk about the remake, but remember they had that micro napping shit that went on where it was like, I don't like the way you're looking at me right now.
I wish I had a soundboard. I go,
but
you just brought what?
Do you remember how like they couldn't tell if they were? It was like they gradually slipped into this.
No,
sleep.
see, I watched that once and then it erased it from my memory.
Okay, I will not bring up the remake anymore. I swear. I just thought that the micro napping was kind of cool.
I can't. It's like.
No, it's okay. We'll just talk about part 5.
Wait, well, I think I'm trying to remember what you're thinking about because when they're laid out on all the tables,
yeah,
aren't they?
I don't know. I just remember like, well, they had a way of filming the micro naps, like the whole thing. Like you didn't know when those people fell asleep. Like it was just kind of a smooth segue into the dream state. Like you never saw them sleep. Like sometimes in these movies you see people go to sleep. Yeah, and. I don't know. If that's the only thing that was creative about the remake, it was that.
Would you be able to stay asleep? Or would you try to fight it?
I'd fight it, yeah. Dude, I'd be like...
Or do you think like these drugs, like what if you took so much of these drugs, they knocked you out and you didn't dream?
Well, that's what Hypnosil was for, right?
Yeah, but didn't they start dreaming in that shit?
No, that was the dream suppressant.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
And why did all those people that were taking it start? Did they get off of it? Because the Hypnosil ended up. He came after them, right?
And which one?
I don't know, whichever one you're talking about. Fuck, dude, I'm stoned.
Well, in part 3, the Hypnosil was what Nancy was trying to give those patients because
right.
Yeah, it was the dream suppressant, but. It was never actually brought up again until, I believe, Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a classic.
I like it. I like Freddy versus Jason. Anybody that doesn't like it can suck a dick.
It was well worth the wait.
Yeah. Here's a Whit Hertford.
That's not the dude, is it?
Whitby Hertford.
It is.
Yeah, dude.
It is the dress. Is that the...
Yeah, that's the Raptor kid.
Okay. What? And the Mikey kid?
He was in Mikey. Yeah, he was also in motherfucking Full House.
You lost me there.
He's in Full House. He was the Duck Lips kid. He kept trying to kiss Stephanie or Michelle or was I think it was. Don't act like you didn't watch Full House.
I did, but I don't remember him.
I know everything about your childhood. Okay.
Oh, were you spying on me?
I know you were watching some Full House, man. That kid, he was in Full House, and he's got like a quality to him, man. He's a weird looking kid. I think they cast him pretty good in this because he got those dark circles, like he hasn't been sleeping.
I don't know if he does anything nowadays.
I don't think so.
I mean, I haven't seen him.
I haven't either.
Dude, look at all those dolls.
He's probably a weird motherfucker.
Why all the dolls? That freaks me out.
I know. Well, this is kind of symbolic of her, the way her mom treats her like a little girl.
I'm sorry. If I started to date her and I walked in there and saw those dolls, I'd be like, dude, this scares the shit out of me. It's worse than Freddy. I would rather have Freddy than all those dolls looking at me.
I could look past it though if I was trying to get in them drawers.
Them drawers?
Yeah. If I was trying to get laid, I wouldn't care about the dolls. In other words, if I was Mark and I went over there, I could look past the dolls. For Greta, you know.
No way, because you'd be in there, and if it got romantic,
they'd all be looking at you.
Yeah, because you can't look down at them, because if they open their eyes and see you looking down, it makes those weird, awkward sex face. That's why chicks close their eyes. So what you do is you don't want to look down at her, so you start looking around the room while you're doing it, and you got all these porcelain dolls in you. You're not going to be able to take it home like a champ that night.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You need to get out of my head.
Yeah, I'm just being straight with you, dog.
This is another cool scene where the Phantom Prowler. When I was a kid, man, I used to want to draw like this dude.
Yeah, I like him in this one. He was my favorite.
Yeah, he's probably the most interesting character because he lasts longer than most of everybody. And his death is just fucking awesome, dude. Mm-hmm. The Super Freddy segment.
I always felt like he kind of reminded me a little bit of the Wizard. In a way.
How so?
I don't know, because he can draw in his drawing, but then when the Wizard's in his dream, he can control the dreams.
The Wizard Master?
Yeah.
Oh. Like
From 3?
Not like the Fred Savage movie, The Wizard, right?
No, dude, that was all Game Genie and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
the Power Glove. No, okay, so you're talking about the Wizard Master, from part 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had his realm and he could control it, and this dude's like the artist and superhero kind of like thing.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of nerds in the Freddy movies, were there?
I don't know.
There should have been more nerds. It was always kind of like
awkward,
lower middle class fucking yuppies or
rejects.
Yeah, kind of like, I don't know. I don't remember ever. I guess there were some stoners. Maybe it seemed like
there's always a stoner.
It's like it seemed like all the kids were kind of the same though. Like they, I guess there wasn't a lot of stereotypes in the Freddy movies. They all just kind of seemed like average kids.
Mm-hmm. That were growing up in this neighborhood.
Yeah. Like, you wonder, though, do they still live on Elm Street?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd fill me in on that.
I don't know. I'd have to say that they do live on Elm Street because...
I mean...
Why would she be having nightmares, I don't know.
Now, how is the continuity through these series of these movies? Is it pretty tight? Or
as far as the characters?
Well, yeah. Well, as the movies go, yeah, from the whole...
I mean, with the exception of part 2, it seems like, 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 are pretty cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
I would say part 2 and 6 don't quite fit.
Part 2 and 6.
Yeah. But everything else seems to have kind of a nice fluid storyline. It seems pretty solid in terms of continuity because they're using the same characters to kind of tie into the overall storyline. Because part 2, I like part 2, but I don't know, the whole body possession thing.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know. Part 2 is cool, but it just didn't. It didn't have the feel of the other ones.
I felt like it started off really well and then just kind of fizzled for me.
Yeah, and the only thing that kind of holds this one together with the rest of the series is, the fact that Alice comes back as the main character. Other than that, this one would also feel kind of out of place too. But what I didn't like is how they didn't bring Alice back in part 6. I didn't like that.
Dude, if this is what I think's coming, I hated this part.
Yeah. Oh,
is this the gluttony and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. This is some David Lynch type shit, dude. This is some motherfucking John Waters shit.
Really? I felt like I was watching like a crazy like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But like how Tom Petty shot one of his music videos, the Alice in Wonderland video. Like,
yeah, it's I think it reminds you of Beetlejuice just because her mom looks like Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah. Well,
during the dinner scene with the, the.
Yeah, I totally know. Oh, dude, that fucking scared the shit out of me, dude.
Sorry, man.
You threw that out there while that shit was going on, and I was like, wait, what? It was like a 3D.
Yeah, it's like I'm just waiting for everybody to be like, daylight come and me one go home.
This is hard for me to watch because I have I can't like eat. I don't like eating a lot and getting stuffed and choking, and like this bitch is all like getting.
Oh, does this get your gag reflexes going?
Yeah, and it's gross.
Oh yeah, and see, she's supposed to be like anorexic too, or no, what's the other one?
Bulimic.
Bulimic, yeah. This is you got some cool stop motion shit here. That's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And she's like coming out of the fridge.
Yeah.
She's like, save me. I am in your fridge.
Yeah. And it's weird because she's not in the fridge. She's in the fridge door.
Yeah, she's coming. She's trying to come through that portal of being awake.
Man.
You know, had she been able to pull her through, she might have lived.
Yeah. Alice is normally pretty good about saving people, but...
Alice, sweet Alice.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know though. I think she's handled it way better than me because I would have pissed myself.
Yeah.
If my anxiety was high enough, I would have probably squirted a little. I'm just being straightforward. Everybody out there, if you open a fridge and your friend's coming through and then something come grab you, you're going to squirt a little.
Just go ahead and pee yourself.
Well, pee and then squirt a little from the butt.
It would naturally happen.
I mean
there's no way. She just kind of shook it off. Like she just shut the fridge door and was like, "Oh my god, that was Greta in the fridge," and that's it. It was kind of an understated reaction on her part.
Dude's on his skateboard.
Is he skate? Oh yeah, he is.
He's got like probably a Nash skateboard.
I never fucking realized that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, dude, Mark is going the fuck off.
I feel like these people should have been on The Real World.
Yeah. I love Greta a lot. Seems like he goes off on Yvonne right here. Like, dude, look at his clothes, man. Would you? I would sport that.
Oh no, dude, I wouldn't let you. I wouldn't. No,
you would stop me.
Yeah, yes.
You wouldn't even let me go to like a fucking music festival looking like that.
No, dude.
What if I was going to like Bonnaroo or some shit?
No, dude. Just wear your fucking movie t-shirts.
You don't want me to change. That's it.
I don't know what that's called.
You just want me to wear my plain Jane shit. Dude, I mean, this dude's an artist, okay? He probably designed his own clothes. It seems like he's got a lot of his own patterns on his clothes. They probably were trying.
The only thing cool about him is he draws really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, some badass artwork. I was really into comic books when the time this movie came out, because this movie came out in what, 89, so I was 7, and I was into all the Marvel shit and just horror comics and.
See, look at that crap.
Yeah,
it's like edgy. It's not like that.
Did you know, that reminded me, Frank Miller was actually approached to do a script for this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Frank Miller of, the guy who created Sin City and Stephen King. They actually approached Stephen King. You believe that? They had the gall to approach Stephen King to do a screenplay for this movie? To write a draft? Like,
that would have been weird.
It would have been weird, but, I mean... Didn't recently Stephen King come out and say something about Freddy or Jason? He did.
Know. You tell me, dude.
He did.
You're in on all that.
I saw. Yeah, there was an article recently where it said Stephen King had an idea for a new Jason movie. I was like, what the fuck? Stay in your lane, Stephen.
See, this is the shit that gets cool.
Yeah, it's badass. Didn't she draw? She drew herself as a stick figure.
Yeah, in there. Yeah, Alice. Like, it's crazy how they can transverse these two worlds. It's almost like these two dimensions of going to sleep and being in this control.
That's what they got really good at it in part 3 and 4.
It's almost they're like really good hunters and they're hunting Freddy.
Yeah, somewhat.
In a way, he's trying to take them out. But there's the one that's going to get him.
They're not really hunting Freddy as much as Alice is.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
She's the only one who's kind of hip to what's going on. Everybody else is like, girl, you fucking crazy.
The set design on this. Look at this, dude.
I know.
I would have loved to have
CJ Strawn.
Like a set like this, man, to experience it.
Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That reminds me of part 3 too, when they were trying to get Joey out of the pit.
Yeah, but I have to disagree. I found that to weak my. I didn't like that much.
What
in
3?
Oh. Like, I thought it was okay that he was on the mattress, but those tunnels like that, I wasn't a big fan of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Was it just the way it looked, or?
Yeah.
Well, you were really picky here.
Yeah.
You were picking apart all the effects.
Well, and the effects kind of get bad in the next one after this, too,
Oh, and Freddy's Dead, yeah.
I mean...
It's like, it was cool seeing that in the theater in 3D, but it also kind of, when you look at it now, it's like all that stuff really accentuates how bad it was.
Mm-hmm. I like the beginning half of it, but the last half of it I don't really care for.
Yeah. Same here. Freddy's Dead. Mm-hmm. Like the first half was pretty dope. Second half was kind of lackluster.
Dude, they made that kid look at that.
Yeah, he's real sickly looking.
That kid's scary.
He looks like me when I was that age. I was constantly morose.
I'm sorry if I was her having a baseball bat and just hit him all of a sudden.
Why would you do that?
Dude, this shit's...
You fucking sadist.
Dude, I don't know what I'm dreaming or not. This dude looks dead. He's holding some freaked up bear. For all I know, he could be Freddy Krueger.
Okay, so you'd be like... I must be dreaming. I gotta fucking hit this kid upside the head with a bat just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm making sure because I know I'm in a dream, so it's not real. So I've got to take care of myself. I know he's not real, and he's gonna flip out on me.
Well, what's fucked up is like that's her future kid. That's her future son. You would be beating your future son.
I'd be beating her future son, not mine.
Okay. Dude, this kid reminds me of me, how unhappy I was every time I got sent to my fucking room for bad grades.
This is what was going on in your head when you were in the womb.
Yeah. This is what was going on in my head every time I was grounded.
Well, no, this is where your creativity came from while you were in the womb.
Maybe. I do feel like I've always kind of had that mindset.
Yeah.
Just seeing
This
weird
guy,
shit.
man.
Always having dark circles under my eyes from not sleeping.
Like I like this
because my parents were yelling till 4 a.m.
Like this right here. Like this guy's like, man, I like your artwork and the way everything goes out for you, but like, man, you look like, I don't know.
Wait, what? You talking about?
Man, he needs a makeover. The Queer Eye guys needed to give this dude a makeover.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He needs a makeover, man.
I'm kind of digging.
Dude, he's too cool of an artist to dress like that.
I'd have to look at his pants again, because wasn't he wearing some fucking jams?
I don't know. I can't get past this. Like whatever's up here, the vest he has on.
Yeah.
If that's a vest, it needs more flair on it.
More flair.
Yeah, if you're gonna wear a vest like that, you need flair.
He needs 17 pieces of flair.
Flair, yeah, you got me.
You'd be like, "All right, Mark, we need to talk about your flair." This part gets kind of creepy, doesn't it? Doesn't something happen here?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember this one. Like,
I think she's.
Is he trying to break out through her belly into the real world? Is something like that happening?
Oh yeah, he shows up right here on the what do you call that? Fucking
ultrasound.
The ultrasound, yeah.
Dude, what if you were pregnant with Freddy?
I feel like I am pregnant all the time, dude. Like
with Freddy?
I feel like I'm always carrying a baby. I'm just overweight as fuck, dude. I feel like I'm already carrying a baby around with me. But you're asking what if I was pregnant with Freddy? Or Freddy's kid?
Yeah, like, would you just go ahead and like go, I've got the son of pretty much Satan in me. I'll fart him out here pretty soon. He'll be on his way. I don't have to take care of him. He's Freddy's kid.
I'd probably be like fucking, what's her name, Rosemary's Baby. Like I would just have the kid and I'd learn to love it. I'd be like, well, that's my evil spawn and it came from my asshole.
But like, he'd try to claw at you.
I'm used to that from all the fucking bad foods I eat, man. Fucking, I got clawing my intestines all the time. Like, what is going on with this? Like, I don't
know. This is where the movie starts to lose me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I mean, this is stylish and everything, but it's too Lynchian. I feel like they're trying to make this like really like David Lynch.
Well, are we in the birth canal?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really want to be in the uterus to experience this.
Yeah.
Here he is, baby Freddy.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's a really. I mean, I dig it. It's somewhat surreal and.
I guess maybe something you'd see on a 9 Inch Nails video.
Yeah, dude, it does have a music video feel to it. And I don't think Stephen Hopkins, the director...
But look at this little baby Freddy bullshit.
Yeah.
And now what is this? He's sending his little sperms in?
Soul food for my boy!
Okay.
Yeah.
Sending in the souls.
Yep. But yeah, I don't think the director Stephen Hopkins, I don't even think he had like a background in directing music videos or anything. But it seems like every horror movie that came out around this time kind of had that flair to it. That fucking like we need to make it look like it's on MTV,
They're making the baby like him.
Oh yeah, she is really paranoid now. We're kind of into like the middle of the movie where normally the main characters start going crazy and nobody believes them. Because I think the doctor, well...
He's starting to call around.
Yeah, I think the doctor... I thought you heard what he said, but basically, like, he's concerned for the health, the safety and the health of the baby because of how fucking delusional and delirious she is.
Right.
But
he's worried about the baby.
Yeah, I think there's a scene coming up with Dan's parents where they try to take custody of the kid.
But she pretty much got pregnant by Freddy, so she's like a Virgin Mary.
Yeah, exactly. Krueger is back, and he is after the baby. What was the tagline for this movie? Didn't it just say it's a boy? Ooh, Chad's taking another hit, folks. How long are you gonna hold that one in for?
I don't know, but I was trying to figure out what your tagline. I thought maybe you knew. You're the tagline guy.
I think it was "It's a boy." I think it was just as simple as that.
Did you see this in the theater?
Wasn't it fucking Evil Comes in All Sizes or something, or was that something else?
You're better at this.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
I fail you. I'm a failing wingman.
You're not going to fail me as long as you hold that bong hit in for 15 seconds.
Well, that didn't happen because it's cash.
Oh.
But what were you asking?
What the tagline of this movie was. Joe Seeley. I wonder if this dude, I don't think he went on to do much else. I want to say that he was in that movie Shag.
Shag?
Yeah. I think he, that one with Phoebe Cates and Bridget Fonda. I think he was in that movie Shag. I want to say that I remember seeing his face in that, but other than that, I don't think this dude went on to do shit. And unfortunately, Lisa Wilcox didn't either up until recently. But I think she was raising her kids or something.
She doesn't sing, does she? Is she the one that sang? No.
No.
Okay.
No. Who was the one that? Oh, you talking about Tuesday Night?
Is that the singer? I thought they both sang, but I guess it may just be her.
Oh yeah, here's the scene with fucking Dan's parents. I mean, I'm kind of with you, dude. This movie spends a lot of time on these like dramatic scenes that. I mean, I don't know.
Where's Freddy?
I know.
Where's Freddy?
I know. Like, and another thing, this movie only has like 3 deaths. What kind of shit is that? 3 deaths.
Well, I didn't realize that. But thanks for bumming me out because I forgot about that.
It's like they were
way to ruin it, man.
I know. I mean, yeah.
Apologize.
I
demand apologize. I'm
trying to hype this movie up for you, but the more I watch it, now I'm starting to kind of pick up on
why I don't like it.
Yeah, and I don't want to say the movie's dreadful, but like I'm watching it and my boner's starting to go down a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it's starting to shrivel up.
Okay. Well, yeah, see, this just isn't... Like I said, dude, I like Freddy's Dead better than this.
My nipples are no longer hard.
I like Freddy's Dead better than this.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm a little scared what I'm going to give this.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm
a little scared.
It's the stuff like this. I mean, this is good, and Alice is delivering a strong performance here, but the whole baby thing, maybe it is the baby thing. It's like... It's like Freddy is in the adult world now. Remember, He used to be in the teenage world.
Well, and I thought all the parents in the town knew about him or were scared because of the kids were the offspring, right? Of the people that bullied. Did that fade by now?
Yeah, because he killed the last of the Elm Street kids. So I don't know what happened to the parents of those kids. And I don't even know if these fuckers still live on Elm Street. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be answered here in this movie, and it's not answering my questions. Like, it's just too focused on her pregnancy.
Yeah.
They should have just called this Alice's child.
Like, and there was some cool shots there for a little bit, like when they were inside the house there, and when he stood up in his arms.
That was cool.
But like, give me more.
Yeah, more of that. More of that.
Because I kind of get.
You're talking. You want more of that nightmarish landscape, like.
Yeah, I want to be scared. This is talking.
This is yeah. This is it's it's a lot of talking.
But hadn't she already fought him once before, or is this her first time?
No, she fought him in part 4. Remember
yeah, so she's kind of got a heads up, dude. You know?
Yeah. I mean, she knows what's up, but it's like there's all this like mystery. Like we got to figure this stuff out. What do you have to figure out about Freddy? Like, I mean.
Yeah, he's coming for you.
This dude's all up in the library and shit. Like, what are you looking up?
Isn't it kind of classic? You bring him into this world, and then like, don't be afraid of him.
Yeah.
Didn't they learn anything from the history of their street?
Just drag him out of the dream into the real world and kill him.
But you know
what they did in all the other ones.
Is she gonna birth him in this one into the real world though?
I don't know. I don't know what they're looking up.
I can't remember. You know, it's been a little while.
Too much research. Like what? I don't. So I guess they're talking about Amanda Kruger.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I don't understand because we've already established the fact in part 3 that he had to be buried in hallowed ground. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And all they did was throw holy water on his fucking bones. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden in this one, you got to get all complicated and
now is Freddy
do research.
Is Freddy brought back by the most ridiculous way ever out of any of these franchises? By like, what I mean, dog piss.
In this one,
dog piss.
Oh yeah,
dog piss brought him back to life. Right?
That was pretty ridiculous, but. But part 4, other than that, part 4 is fucking awesome.
But what I'm saying is this
one, you know, what I don't like about this one is they're doing too much research. Like I'm waiting on the goddamn scene where they go look at the microfiche.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where they just fucking like, they're looking at old newspaper clippings and it's like, god damn. Let's get a move on. Now I think something's about to happen here though.
Now,
let's see. Well, Yvonne doesn't die though. I think something happens here though. She falls asleep and I don't remember what happens to her right here. I think she just
what? That's sacrilege.
What?
Sacrilegious.
Here we go. Okay, so I think this is the part. Okay, so Mark's supposed to be watching Alice while she's sleeping. So we're getting into some cool stuff here.
Whoa.
What?
Did you mention earlier that this director directed Predator 2?
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I just mentioned Judgment Night. But he did.
Oh my gosh,
he did direct Predator 2. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, He got that job because he did this. And I'm telling you, dude, he directed this in 4 weeks and edited this bitch in 4 weeks. 8 weeks turnaround, dude. That's how he got the job for Predator 2.
Dude, Predator 2 is probably right up there with the best sequels.
And oh yeah.
You know, it's like Terminator 2, Predator 2.
Awesome. Yeah. Dude, it's fucking great. What else did he did? He did. Blown Away, and The Ghost in the Darkness. That's probably like his last really great movie. I think he may have done something. I don't know. Are you looking at him right now?
Yeah, but
Stephen
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
I can't see a lot of what he did recently.
Well, look after The Ghost in the Darkness because he did that in like '96. And what did he do after that?
I'm bringing up his credits right now.
Because I want to say that his career kind of took a dive after that.
Ghost in the Darkness was in 96. He did Lost in Space in 98.
Okay, that's what killed his career.
He did something called Under Suspicion in 2000.
Yeah.
24 TV series, Life and Death of the Peter Sellers in 2004. Yeah. He's staying busy.
Okay, so he's still doing stuff.
He's doing TV movie.
He's not doing a lot of features, I don't guess, huh?
Looks like he did some Californication episodes, House of Lies, 24 Legacy, The Fugitive, Dark Tower. So
he's got a pretty impressive resume, though. If you look at his stuff from the late '80s to the mid to late '90s, he stayed busy with some pretty cool stuff. It almost seems like Lost in Space kind of killed his career, though. Where you going, Piglet?
I'm sorry, you can't reboot Freddy if you can't at least find a mask. You know, you may not have the face of Robert Englund, but Freddy has to have a bone structure of Robert Englund for it to pass.
I agree. And
like get that guy that does all the monsters and stuff for the Del Toro movies, and make a mask for him that he can articulate Freddy.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
you gotta, he's too iconic. It doesn't work.
Yeah, because I feel like Bob Englund embodies Freddy in a way that nobody has been able to duplicate. I mean, I know it's only really been tried by Jackie Earle Haley, but Freddy moves a certain way.
Horseshack.
Yeah.
Or Rorschach, whatever the fuck.
Fucking, it was Rorschach.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
It was motherfucking Kelly Leak from Bad News Bears.
I could take it. I would rather have Kevin Bacon on cocaine.
Dude, if Kevin... now, hey, look, I gotta be honest, dude. Kevin Bacon as Freddy would be pretty bones.
But he would still have that long face.
But think about that gaunt look that Kevin Bacon has. The last movie I saw Kevin Bacon in, which may have been that fucking... that death sentence or whatever. Like...
Wild Things? Was that the last
That's the last time I saw Kevin Bacon's cock.
Time out. This is one of my favorite sequences.
Oh, you don't want me to talk about Kevin Bacon's cock? Okay.
No, this is one of my favorite sequences.
Okay, I do need to shut up because this is an awesome sequence.
Hey, there goes your vest you really want.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he looks kind of fucking like he's got his own style. I don't know anybody else that would wear these goddamn clothes.
I'd have to give you mad props if you wore something like that, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
I mean, we're not in high school anymore. Who the fuck is going to make fun of me?
He's almost like a punk kid. But, like...
Yeah, he's like... Yeah, he's just got his own style. It's almost like...
Yeah, he's an artiste.
Yeah, he's just like a hipster.
He's an artist. Uh-oh.
Is this what hipsters look like around this time? I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck. I just know I get really sad.
You get sad? Why?
I didn't want this guy to die.
Oh, yeah. It is upsetting. Because, you know, he's actually the only dude that believes Alice.
Mm-hmm.
He actually really started believing her story and looking into it. That's why he was doing all that research.
Mm-hmm. Well, and, like, him, and then, like, in the next one, Freddy's Dead, the video game guy.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to die.
You know who I felt sorry for in part 6 was the Carlos kid, the deaf kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And this part right here kind of strikes an emotional chord because Greta, he sees Greta and she's a motherfucking doll. It's upsetting. This is really sad, dude.
Oh, but that's her big chubby cheeks, dude.
Yeah.
She and he's eating the inside of her.
Yeah, you leave her alone, Freddy. Jesus. I'm really getting upset. Something cool needs to happen or I'm about to get upset.
Doesn't he start making his guns and shit?
There we go. That's what needed to happen right there. Oh, yeah. Fucking blow him away. Phantom Prowler.
Does not just not believing in him not work anymore? Does the part 1 strategy not work anymore?
No. It doesn't work anymore because Freddy has acquired too much power from all the souls.
Oh.
He's got...
Bummer.
Yep. Well, because... Super Freddy. Faster than a bastard maniac.
Dude, these people that created these sequences were really creative.
Oh, yeah, dude. Everybody was on drugs. Can you imagine just working on these sets? Having the best drugs in Hollywood available to you?
Like, oh, that right there was so crazy. I felt so bad.
Yeah. Man, poor Mark.
His ink ran out, dude.
Dude, hey, can you imagine being part of the effects team for this shit?
Oh, dude, it would have been fun.
And you were like, I'm gonna need 6 weeks to finish my work, and the executives came up to you and be like, hey, can you do it in 3? And then they handed you like a fucking 8-ball. Dude, you'd fucking snort that coke.
No, I'd be sure to give it around to everybody.
Yeah.
So then they
Well,
work
yeah, of course.
and stay designated.
You share
and
with
we
your
get
effects
all
team.
done.
Yeah. But you get the work done, dude. You would be so euphoric. Like this working on these movies had to have been a fucking dream.
I guess.
And I don't mean a bad dream. Like,
oh, it would have been fun.
yeah.
Hectic but fun.
Hectic, yes, exactly. Because they don't make movies like this.
But
anymore.
how many have they made by now? Was this?
Let's see, 5, 6, 7. The remake, and then Freddy versus Jason. Was that 9 Freddy movies, pretty much?
Yeah. I mean, by this time they were making this one, they were getting in the swing of having to pump these things out and get them done.
Well, because Bob Shea knew how much money they were making, and there was like this whole quick turnaround thing going with New Line Cinema.
Yeah,
and they were making one of these every motherfucking year.
Yeah, they were trying to put one out every year to milk it and get it all going.
Yeah. Well, they weren't milking it, that's for damn sure. Or you just mean they were milking the franchise, like trying to stretch it out?
Yeah, because it was going to be around for so long, and he had to get them out fast before the trend died.
Yeah. They were trying to squeeze every penny out of it.
Because everything like this kind of did die, and now it's like they're trying to reboot it instead of extend it nowadays, and that's where they kill it.
And what bothers me is that as inventive as this series is, they could have kept going with so many other ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's not like, I mean, they didn't have to bring back Nancy, they didn't have to bring back Alice, I mean, nothing like that, but just kind of keep the story going, because, you know, stuff like this was so groundbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you're just going to go from this to Freddy's dead all of a sudden. I didn't understand it.
It'd been nice to see a continuation from the New Nightmare. Like that kind of storytelling and expand on that.
Yeah.
Could he have, or did they really knock him out of the realm of coming back?
It seems like the idea for New Nightmare was kind of a one-trick pony, because...
So you don't think they could have released a new Freddy out into the world?
I think that would have been cool, you know, if it would have
What if he was like an immortal dream person in the real world killing people?
I think that would have worked if Wes Craven had been at the helm. I think he would have really done it justice.
That would have been a really neat way to see it.
Yeah. No, totally, dude. I feel like Wes Craven was fucking brills. So yeah, what's going on here?
I don't know. Enlighten me.
I just missed
Maguro.
I just missed something. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so is she going back to talk to the nun again? Like,
or is that Lisa Wilcox?
Yeah.
Is she like, she's getting close with the baby, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I remember what's going on now.
Like, what do they do with the baby going into the next one? Like, does the baby just...
Well, the baby's not in the next one.
It dies here, so it doesn't make it? Like, what's the whole point of having the baby?
Well, this has a happy ending.
Mm.
She has the kid, and that's what, you know, we were talking about earlier. I don't like how it cuts off. After this movie's over with, there's no more continuation of Alice's story. Mm. And, I mean, I suppose, you know... they closed the chapter on Alice pretty good.
Maybe, but like...
But, you know, okay, what if what if Alice's kid grew up and then Freddy starts tormenting him as a teen, mm-hmm. you know? And,
what if he was like a new carnation of Freddy in real life, so he became a child molester?
yeah, dude. What would be interesting is that like,
he was killed again. You know, it was like repeating a cycle.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, it's just like if they would have had a movie after this that was Jacob all, going to school, being a teenager, and like he starts dreaming of Freddy, but doesn't know what Freddy is, and then like Alice, let's say that she believes him at first because she's dealt with Freddy before, but she doesn't want to conjure Freddy up. So what if her son Jacob was on drugs and shit, and she just thinks, oh, that he's high and he's hallucinating, and it would be an interesting story. Because Alice would be the parent. She'd be the paranoid parent. She wouldn't be like, young anymore. It's like young people kind of have this thing with Freddy where like they're the only people that can conjure him up.
I think it would be cool somehow if the child became into Freddy's realm and Freddy raised him, and it was almost like there was a mini Freddy. So you had two adversaries now in the dream world.
So wait, so you would have
like the child turned bad. He enters the dream world and is raised by Freddy.
Yeah.
So he has like claws. It's like a miniature Freddy running around.
So okay, I see. Well, then he kind of tries to do it with Jacob in this one.
Now he's getting raped by all of his friends. And I was never really a big fan of this whole like sister story in these things. Was it the last one or this one where there's the sister in the cathedral?
Who was the nun?
The nun.
But that's Amanda Kruger, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big thing of that either.
Yeah, you wasn't a big fan of it?
Hey man, there goes your spiders.
Yeah, I know. There was supposedly a story about that where like they had like 200 of these fuckers walking around the set because they weren't able to wrangle them all back up.
Right.
But yeah, see, I think right here the idea. I noticed there's a lot of.
I like how they set these things up.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how they did this.
Yeah, there's a lot. I know, have you noticed there's a lot of Dutch angle shots?
Mm-hmm. Well, Dutch angles increase cool. Intensity and anxiety.
Yeah, they make it unsettling.
Dude, Freddy's the best, dude.
What if you had a movie where the adults are dreaming about Freddy, but their kids don't believe their parents?
Dude, you know what?
What if Freddy went after the parents instead of the kids?
I just had maybe somewhat of a weird thing. What if Freddy Krueger is in our reality right now? What if he's Donald Trump?
Could be. Could be. Trump haunts my dreams.
Well, he's full of these one-liners.
Yeah.
Well, look, see, I kind of fell off on this. I was like,
see, well, yeah, I'm curious. What did you not like about this?
I
thought this was cool. Like
run around
when he acts like he's Dan. See, I think this is pretty inventive, man. I like this.
I mean, I get it, but man,
it's the dream world, dude.
I like the other dream world where it's creepy and not like MC Escher.
Yeah.
Freddy looking like Val Kilmer for once.
Val Kilmer now or Val Kilmer 1989?
Val Kilmer Top Gun.
Yeah, I'll say that this movie not as exciting as it was last time I watched it.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think you're right. I think you're onto something. It's a little slow. It's very slow.
Yeah, it's not the traditional Freddy.
No, it's like when you go from part 4 to this, dude. You remember how fast part 4 moves? Mm-hmm. Like pretty soon that movie's just fucking over with. And it's like every 5 minutes, man, Freddy's popping up. Even this shit right here, like you know what it is? I think the director was trying too hard to be artsy fartsy, which is fine, a little bit of it, but in a Freddy movie, you don't have much time for that. You got to get to the scares, Get to the goods.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. I have to give him credit for that.
Oh, dude, awesome special
Yeah, that
effects.
kind of reminds me of like something they would have done in Hellraiser or something. When they blend the people together.
Yeah. See, that's what's interesting is this one is a little more gothic than all the other ones. Have you noticed that? Like in part 3 and 4, they had some vibrant colors, and this one, it's a little more gothic, darker, a little more monochromatic. But yeah, I was gonna say a while ago the makeup artist was it David? I think it's David Miller, but he did the makeup for Freddy in the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know why Kevin Yeager didn't come back to do the makeup on this Freddy, but they brought David Miller back for this one, I believe.
Mm.
Did he do the makeup for?
I don't know. I'd have to look here. Who did you say?
I think it was David Miller. But see, I was gonna say
there is a David B. Miller here for makeup artist.
Yeah,
but they
see he did my favorite
Greg
Freddy.
Nicotero's on here too.
Yeah, Greg Nicotero. I forgot he worked on this. But I wasn't a big fan of the way Freddy looked in this one, and I'm also not a fan of the way he looked in the first one. See, David Miller did the makeup for Freddy in the first one and this one, but Kevin Yeager to me had the best Freddy makeup. Like part 2, part 3, and part 4. Part 2, I really loved the Freddy look in that because he had the sunken in eyes. And he kind of looked like he was all methed out. And
that'd be great. See, that kid should go straight up with Freddy. They should bounce out of here. Next time in the next one, you should see Freddy and him. Dude's got little kid gloves.
Yeah.
Probably on both hands, like a little rabid badger.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, what if they?
It would have really spiced it up, other than this phrase "dead bullshit" with his little sperm, demon sperm.
Well, yeah, and what if they didn't? What if they didn't have a happy ending for this? Like, what if it ended that way with him taking the kid in?
Yeah, man. He has a child.
School's out, Kruger. Fuck, I never understood what the fuck he was spitting at him.
I don't know. It looked like some souls and shit.
Yeah, he's throwing some shit up.
I would say it's the souls. Yeah, see, that's the person that they fed the mouth to, the biker.
Well, yeah, but
they're trying to break free. That's pretty impressive, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. No,
that looks pretty impressive.
I have no complaint with the special effects in this movie.
They did some really good puppetry there.
Dude, I miss this era. I know we talk about this all the time, but I miss this era of filmmaking, like
CGI
horror filmmaking.
Takes me out of it.
Yeah, and if you think about it, dude, there was only like a really good 15-year period for prosthetics, makeup effects, and animatronics.
Yeah,
like
it went to CGI because it cost too much.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit.
But this was the heyday, man. This was
Oh, this right here too. This reminds me of
pretty cringeworthy for you.
Yeah, Father's Day did it better.
Father's Day. Oh yeah.
Or not.
What are you talking about?
Or not Father's Day. What was that? Rob Zombie movie at the end where it's like the devil baby.
What?
Is it?
What movie are you talking about, man?
It's a lot. It's the one with the dude with the long hair on the cover in orange.
Salem. The Lords of Salem.
Lords of Salem. At the end, it's like that demon baby fetus.
Yeah,
uterus,
but that's
whatever.
Sherry Moon on the front cover of that.
Yeah. Whatever. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
You pulled it out of my anus.
We need to watch Lords of Salem, dude. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, dude, I watched it yeah.
So I'm not even paying attention to this movie anymore. We're talking about Rob Zombie now.
Well,
it's just, I don't know. I
just didn't like this one for some reason.
Yeah, our review should be pretty interesting.
Well, I don't really know where to give it because I love Freddy and everything down in it throughout. It's just, in my opinion, it's kind of just not even fair, to be honest, because I just wish it went a completely different way. It was written like a completely different story, you know?
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily fair. So it's like judging it on what it is, you know?
Well, you're supposed to judge it for what it is. I mean, it's. I'd have to say. It
It would have
seems.
been nice if it also would have ended just earlier.
Yeah, it just seems rushed. Like this movie seemed like it was rushed. I don't feel like they had a lot of the ideas fleshed out the way they, you know.
No, it was like all night. What the pregnancy wasn't really explained, was it?
Not thoroughly, you know.
No, it was just like something that was there and in a dream, a nightmare, and it started to happen.
No,
and...
I mean, you're talking about the kid, like Dan's kid, like when Dan impregnated her.
Yeah. Okay. So he did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? What is this during the credits?
Some fucking who is this? This is some fucking cool Mo D.
Oh man, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, this was when Freddy was in rap videos, man. You remember? Like,
man, you should see how. I'm glad there's no cameras on us to see how white I'm dancing right now.
Yeah, dude.
But anyways, okay, let's get into this review.
We're in the credits right now, people, but we're gonna go ahead and start our review because, you know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like we need to kind of get our thoughts together for this because I don't know. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, because maybe you can help me because my poor soul over here wants to tear it apart.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I don't know what I'm confused.
My popcorn kernel rating for this movie, I would have to say, is 2.5. And I'll tell you why. For probably all the reasons that I listed while we were watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of loses momentum. Like, I feel like the movie kind of was at its height, at its peak, whenever Dan was turned into a fucking motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had another cool sequence that was very short lived with Greta and the food, you know, little hamster cheeks, whatever the fuck was going on in that part. And then you had, which was very cool. It was like David Lynchian. It was fucking, you know, like I said, it kind of reminded me of a John Waters movie.
Are you talking about towards the end?
Well, no, just during the whole Greta sequence.
That on the
scene.
table.
Yeah, that was cool. Because they had its stylish moments with like the wide angle lenses and the composition was really off kilter. You know, it made me feel like I was kind of in that nightmare, and everybody was laughing at her, and it was just, you know, kind of trippy. And then you go into Mark's scene, which was cool. You know, when Super Freddy comes out and, you know, the Phantom Prowler starts shooting him to shit. That was a really cool scene. But you notice I'm just naming all the dream sequences.
It's all the murders. Everything else was exposition that was really boring.
It was boring because it didn't seem like it had a lot of moxie behind it.
Pacing was off on this film.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say, pacing?
It felt oddly paced, yeah. And I will say, you know, I don't know what Stephen Hopkins thinks about this movie because apparently that dude hates all of his fucking movies. I was reading something about Stephen Hopkins where he was dissing on Predator 2. He was dissing on
he did Predator 2?
Yeah, we just talked about that. Remember, you brought that to my attention
just now?
A while ago.
Oh, okay.
Earlier in our episode. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was kind of shitting on his own movies and basically saying like, "Oh, I won't even watch that," you know. So there's no telling what he thinks of this movie. But it did give him a career because he made this movie so expediently and under budget, and you know, I don't think it went over budget. But I will say the writing is a little wonky because it seems like the ideas are kind of muddled. Like they had ideas for how they wanted the dream sequences to go for those particular characters. But the whole story of Alice seems like it's like, I know what they were going for and it works. I mean, I don't think there's any plot holes or anything that, you know, anything that's to me it's slow. It's just slow. That's all I can say. It's like, maybe if you would have had scenes with just some overacting, you know, some highly dramatic performances.
You think it needed more deaths?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
More characters.
Yeah, you need
that
more.
he's hunting as they, that way it increases intensity as they're trying to figure out, because their friends are dying the closer they get to figuring out maybe to stop him.
Yeah, well, did you notice in 3 and 4 with the, and I'm not saying like just for the sake of a body count, like, oh, we need more deaths, but as all the kids were dying in 3 and 4, there was a sense of urgency there, and it sort of ramped up the stakes in the story. And it was like with this, they should have just fucking called it A Pregnancy on Elm Street. Like it seems like you're just focused more on like Alice's motherhood and her, I don't know.
The dream child, I didn't even want them to bring any kind of dream child bullshit into this.
Yeah,
I thought that was just
kind of weak. It's kind of weak.
I wish they would have done something else. But
yeah, so that's my rating, 2.5, right in the middle. Let's go to your popcorn kernel rating.
I'm below you. I'm 2.
Okay.
Like I was thinking 2, but I wanted to see what you said, and when you said that, then I was like, okay, that confirms my 2. So I believe I'm not far off, because I like the beginning half more. Yeah. There's some really cool sets when they're in like that dream house and stuff. Yeah. But I don't like it. I get how
anytime they go to Freddy's house, it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be awesome.
And then like in the end, like when they're doing like I said, is it the MC Escher or whatever that artist was with the inverted steps and stuff? It was the way shot it.
Is that who that was? MC Escher?
Whoever does the artwork where it's like stairs on stairs,
I think you're right.
Because I like that guy's artwork.
Yeah.
But like it was just so, I don't know.
I mean,
I wish they would have made like cool cathedral sets and had like some fucking like, come on, have the set designers for Meatloaf fucking a Meatloaf music video, have a castle and shit with that awesome cathedral, because that was pretty, wasn't it like a church cathedral there when he's pulling out of her? They're there at that.
Yeah. So you like the gothic part of it?
I just didn't like when they were all crawling over the ceiling and her head's here and he's there.
That's only a small portion of the movie now.
Right, but then the whole child.
Don't be too hard on it.
There didn't need to be a child. But anyways.
Okay.
But I gave it a 2.
I can see why that the whole dream child thing softens this movie, because it is kind of, I'm not going to say because it's from a woman's perspective or anything. I think that's great, but I also feel like it got in the way of, what we watch these movies for. I mean, we're looking to watch a movie about Freddy stalking people, and I feel like there was just very little of that.
Yeah, well, dude.
I don't know. I mean,
you always talk about Annie and Up the Stakes. Annie Up the Stakes, if there's a dream child, he goes with Freddy. And in the next one, you have Freddy and his kid now that is in the dream world with him. And he's even more wickeder because he's the mind of a child. Yeah. Like, that would add a completely different scare. You have Father Freddy and fucking his little kid.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't even know much you can do with that storyline. Like, maybe my imagination's a little limited when it comes to that plot. I just don't know much you could really do with it. Because if somebody approached me to write a Freddy movie, I would completely subvert all the expectations. Like anything that was ever done before, I would make sure that it was kind of consistent with the dream logic. Like everything that you like, I wouldn't pull a fucking part 2 on the producers, but I would at least hand in a script that was different. Because apparently Peter Jackson had a good fucking idea for Freddy's Dead, and they didn't use it. But we'd have to look that up later. But that's for another episode. We'll save that for the Freddy's Dead episode.
Yes.
But I'm with you. I just feel like this movie it gets a little stale. I mean, and the performances are good. Like it's not. It's not Robert Englund's fault. It's not.
They didn't really use him enough.
I know he's in the movie for like 10 minutes,
and there's some cool shots with him in his arms, but like, give me more,
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. For all you listeners out there, please count up how many minutes Robert Englund is in Part 5, because I feel like he's probably not even on screen for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he was.
Tell us
less.
if these thoughts are warranted. Leave comments and let us know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, because I know there's a lot of Freddy fans out there. I'm one of them, but I will say that this is one of my least favorites.
Yeah. Give us your popcorn. Leave your popcorn rating in comments below. Let us know what you think.
Yeah. Well, that was a Nightmare on Elm Street 5, people. The Dream Child. Let us know what you think of the movie and this episode.
Yep.
So, I mean, because you may not agree with us.
Yep.
But
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Exactly.
And I'm ready.
Oh. Yeah. Well, we're about to...
Why don't you sign us out?
We're about to wake up. We've been asleep. Now we're about to wake up. But you've been listening to Popcorn on the Macabre, people. I'm Dick.
And this is the Chad.
And we're about to wake up. So we'll see you on the next episode.